Cameras trained on one man, in imperious form and the leading marksman in the league. Can he add to his total today on EA TV? Hello and welcome to the northeast of England. We're at St James's Park on what is a rainy day. My name is Derek Ray, and with me is my commentary partner Lee Dixon. And looking forward to bringing you action from the Premier League coming right up. It's Newcastle United up against West Bromwich Albion.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Looking forward to today. Should be in for a good game. Let's hope we see a quick start from both teams. Set the tempo for the rest of the match.
Well, we know how troublesome he can be on the pitch, but what should we expect from him today, Lee?
Well, when you're playing against a player, sometimes you're trying to look at what his qualities are. Is he a good hold-up player? Is he quick? Is he this? Is he that? But when somebody tells you he's a finisher, you know you're in big trouble.
So the starting 11 for Newcastle divide the goal-scoring threat. A look at the initial 11 for West Bromwich Albion. It's always interesting to try to sum up a team's style of play, their approach, and there are many who think that it's overly conservative in this case. What do you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, it's not my preferred way of playing, that's for sure, but horses for courses. It's fine until you concede. Do they have a plan B if that happens? I'm not too sure.
And now they get the ball rolling. Lainez. And players waiting in the centre. Could be! Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just?
Well, we can see it again here. What a lovely inviting cross into the danger area that was. And then just look at the finish. Reads the flight perfectly and absolutely smashes it beyond the keeper. There's just no stopping that. Well, it can be difficult being a manager at times, none more so than now.
One 0 then.
Newcastle United goal, number 13, Callum Wilson.
Conor Gallagher. Now the pass not finding its target. Ryan Fraser. Well, here's the table, and it's clear to see why there's been so much disappointment amongst the Arsenal. Is this the moment? And another one! Two quick goals! Will it turn out to be the two-punch knockout?
Well, he's gone for pure power, and why not when you've got a rocket in your boot? What a strike!
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle.
Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
It's going their way, 2-0.
Newcastle United goal, number 16, Jeff Hendry.
Emil Kraft. Opportunity to deliver the cross. And played towards the near post. An opportunity with the header, but not troubling the goalkeeper at all, Lee.
Well, I'll say one thing, technique, and he didn't have any.
Gibbs. Grant. Might be able to get in behind the defence. And routine for the keeper in the end. The cross far too close to him. That's very effective. Good high pressing. Marcelo. And on the ball is Scher. Willock. Read it superbly to take back possession. And intercepted it. Emil Kraft. Snodgrass. It's a perfect challenge. A fine reading of the situation. Moving into the advanced position. Can they get in behind them? And still looking for space. Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. Willock. Raul Albiol here.
Newcastle really controlling possession. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defence. And they look like they're creaking. That's why they're winning comfortably.
A danger here as he runs at them. Pulls it back. Can he open them up here? Delivering it into the box. I'm hearing there's been a goal at Villa Park. Who has scored it? Alan.
It's a goal for Crystal Palace. 26 minutes played. 1-0.
Thanks very much as always, Alan. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Fabian Scher. Great strong tackle. Throw-in forthcoming. Jeff Hendrick. Lainez. Chance to play it in. Lee Jae-sung. Gibbs. On the offensive. And a goal kick will be next. Ryan Fraser. And take it away. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. Not to be too blunt about it, but this has been a struggle for him up front, Lee.
Well, if they are going to get back into this game, he needs to up his work rate, his endeavour, his creativity, his shots at goal, the full works.
Lewis. Willock. Hendrick. Wilson. That's how to rob them of possession. Bartley. Okay Yokushlu. Darnell Furlong. Now will they be able to play it in behind the defence? Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Just cutting off the supply. He's in behind. A goal! And it's very much game on here.
Well, here's the goal again, and he's just been caught napping, hasn't he? Had his pocket picked and rightly punished. Schoolboy stuff.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Grady Diangana. It's with Yokushlu. 3 minutes of added time here. Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. Well, it did look dangerous for a moment, but the keeper has it now. Joe Willock. And giving the ball away. Ajayi. Gibbs now. Well, the attack looks promising. And there it is, the half-time whistle. He's been the standout for his side so far, don't you think, Lee?
Well, Derek, he's had a stormer, hasn't he? Scored a goal. He's certainly troubled all the defenders around there as well. I think there's more to come in the second half.
And now they get the ball rolling. Lainez. And players waiting in the centre. Could be. Oh, a moment of pure class. Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just? Well, here's the table, and it's clear to see why there's been so much disappointment amongst the Arsenal fans. Is this the moment? And another one! 2 quick goals! Will it turn out to be the 2-punch knockout? An opportunity with the header, but not troubling the goalkeeper at all, Lee.
Well, I'll say one thing. Technique.
He's in behind. A goal! And it's... The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Will they get themselves level here? And just narrowly wide in the end. Raúl Albiol. Diego Lainez. Well, he's given it away. Into the advanced position. Gallagher. Lee Jae-sung. Could play it in. Gibbs. Not an especially strong challenge. Well, the attack promising as it was, scuppered there. And really closing him down here. Possession one. Crossing possibilities. I'm hearing there's been a goal at Villa Park. Who has scored it? Alan.
It's a second goal for Crystal Palace. 58 minutes played, 2-0.
Many thanks, Alan.
Newcastle possession stats are not too great, but they won't mind. They're winning this game. And why? Because their counter-attack is absolutely fantastic.
And the defender got the last touch. That'll be a corner. And time for the change now. Corner kick played in. And a goal kick is the outcome. Well, make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's West Bromwich Albion facing Manchester United.
Yeah, it's very easy to build a case for those two teams to make that game a real cracker. You should be tuning in for that one.
And a quick reminder, we have FA Cup quarter-final action for you to enjoy here on EA TV. It's Newcastle United facing Manchester City.
Yeah, the fans will be up for that one. They can see the final lurking in the distance. The players will have to be a little bit more focused on the job in hand, though. Should be a cracking game, Derek.
Chance to cross. Well, he did his job defensively. What can he do from here? And will it be the leveller? And the goalkeeper covered a lot of ground to push that away from danger. Raúl Albiol. Diego Lainez. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. They've gone and scored again. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they're not pegged back.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really lovely through ball, and he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Emil Kraft, moving it forward. He's in with a chance. He's got to score! And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Well, here's the replay, and this is why we call it the beautiful game, Derek. The technique involved to pull off a Rabona like that at this level, it's unbelievable. Well, his players have followed his every command and some. The coach must be delighted.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed.
13, Callum Wilson.
Grant. Gibbs now. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Dangerous looking attack. And a timely intervention. And breaking at pace with menace. Callum Wilson. Wilson. Firing it towards goal. And both hands on it. Good goalkeeping. Using his strength to shield the ball. Well, he keeps going. Modric. It's there for him. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, as we can see here, the defenders think they've got him under huge amounts of pressure, holds everybody off and still puts the ball in the back of the net.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored. They've decided that now is the time to go to the bench. A glut of goals. 5-1 it is. And they need to get tighter here. Options in the middle. Well, a pretty ordinary challenge. Getting the better of his opponent. Less than convincing defending. Great strong tackle. Throw in forthcoming. And a double substitution it's going to be. And space to cross it. Alert defending. And a harmless cross gobbled up. And a big chunk of added time here. A minimum of 5 minutes. One minute remaining. Might be a chance here. Oh, masterful defending to prevent what looked like a certain goal. Mateus Pereira. I must say this looks promising. And intercepting it. And there goes the final whistle. It is a happy story as far as Newcastle are concerned. 3 points for them, Lee.
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? Particularly impressive up front. Their forwards really hit form today. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
Well, I think it's accurate to say, Lee, that this man was the light bringer for his side.
Well, he never gave that back line a chance to get a breath. 2 goals for the lad today. Played superbly well, looked really sharp, constantly playing on the shoulder of the last defender. A real handful.
Lainez. And players waiting in the centre. Could be! Oh, a moment of pure class! Had to catch it perfectly, and didn't he just? Well, here's the table, and it's clear to see why there's been so much disappointment amongst the Arsenal fans. Is this the moment? And another one! 2 quick goals! Will it turn out to be the 2-punch knockout? An opportunity with the header, but not troubling the goalkeeper at all, Lee.
Well, I'll say one thing, technique.
He's in behind. A goal! And it's very much game on here. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. They've gone and scored again. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they're not pegged back. Emil Kraft moving it forward. He's in with a chance. He's got to score. Modric. It's there for him. A goal!
Hi, just a couple of questions for you.
And a warm welcome. Our venue today is the Etihad Stadium here in Manchester. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary box is Arsenal legend Lee Dixon. And we have action from the quarter-final stage of the FA Cup just moments away. It is Manchester City up against Newcastle United.
Well, thank you, Derek. Well, you look at the hosts being such big favourites in this game. Just wonder how their opponents approach the game. I think the key to this is keep it really tight in the first 20 minutes. Try and frustrate those home fans. And then hopefully you can nick a goal here and there and take your opportunities.
Riyad Mahrez. Number 18, Ciro Immobile. And number 7.
Introducing the starting players for Manchester City. Ederson starts in goal. Joao Cancelo starts with Jordi Alba in the wide defensive positions. Raheem Sterling plays with Riyad Mahrez on the flanks. And the responsibility of leading the line today goes to Ciro Immobile. So the starting 11 for Newcastle United. Martin Dubravka is the goalkeeper. Marcelo plays with Raul Albiol in central defence. And so many different ways to configure an attack. In this case, it'll be two men up front.
Enjoy the match.
And the contest begins. Jordi Alba. And now this is Longley. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's given the ball away. He's got space. Excellent challenge. Rodri. And the keeper can gather. Not to be advised giving the ball away in that position. He might be able to make it through. Under pressure, can he finish? Well, it was fired straight at the keeper. No real difficulties for him.
No, decent positioning from the goalkeeper. Poor shot, to be honest with you.
Fabian Schär. Well, we know how troublesome he can be on the pitch, but what should we expect from him today, Lee?
Well, yeah, brace in his last game. He'll certainly be a threat. Can he get another 2 goals?
Might go ahead. Can they cover up? And he knocked it over the touchline, so it will be a throw-in here. The delivery, thumped clear. Not to be this time. Going well. Mahrez. Rodri. And the emphasis is on creativity. De Bruyne. Immobile. And a goal! To open the scoring, no wonder they're celebrating.
Well, sometimes being at the right place at the right time gets you a goal. On this occasion, it's a simple goal from his point of view.
Well, let's take another look at that goal, shall we? And they're playing once again. Manchester City with the advantage.
City, number 18, Ciro Immobile.
Well, the attack looks promising. Not a good pass. Mahrez. Nice looking pass. Mahrez, and here's Cancelo. Mahrez, and here's Cancelo. Mahrez, well, a pretty ordinary challenge. Joao Cancelo. De Bruyne waiting. Well, he wasn't messing around with the clearance. Oh, a vital interception. Gale. Showing good defensive judgment. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Fabian Schär. Callum Wilson. A wonderful intervention. Rodri. They're making high pressing work for them here. De Bruyne. And taken away. De Bruyne. Immobile now. Rodri. Sterling. Here's De Bruyne. This looks threatening. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
Well, as we see again here, the damage is started with a beauty of a through ball, and he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal. Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It can be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
Well, a second goal for them here.
Number 7, Raheem Sterling.
Well, there to intercept.
Well, City controlling the lion's share of possession. If you don't control the ball in midfield, it's very difficult to have enough of the ball to create chances for your strikers. And really has been a dominant performance.
Less than convincing defending. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Bernardo Silva waiting in the middle. It'll go harmlessly through to the goalkeeper. Using his physical strength to shield it. Marcelo. And on the ball is Schär. Lainez. Emil Kraft. Ryan Fraser. Well, possibilities in the centre. Hendrick. Oh, a tremendous block. And the counter looks on here. Options available. Can they keep it going? And he's in. No worries for the keeper. We are going to have 2 additional minutes. Jordi Alba. On the ball, Ruben Dias. And so it is, the first half story has been written. And the contest begins. De Bruyne. Immobile. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating. Here's De Bruyne. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front. Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Bernardo Silva. Read it magnificently and intercepted. It is to be a throw-in. Jeff Hendrick. The high press was very much on. Intelligent threaded pass here. Has the strength to hang on to it. Joao Cancelo. Here's Bernardo Silva. Can he open the door to a potential goal? And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it.
Number 33, Luka Modric.
Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Well, he's given us away. Well, this is one you won't want to miss here on EA TV Live. The second and De Bruyne. Surely. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
Well, let's see that again. Oh, it's so sweetly hit. Look at his technique. Absolutely brilliant. He's got the power, he's got the accuracy, and now he's got himself a goal. Well, they've been poor all day, Derek, and you sense there's going to be a rollicking in that dressing room after the game.
Well, the action underway again. So comfortable for City, it's turning into a
Goal
trouncing.
for Manchester City, number 20, Bernardo Silva.
Well, advantage with them. Referee says play on. An effective challenge. Significant acreage for City to run into. Well, he successfully got past him. Not a particularly strong challenge. Well, just to point you in the right direction, we have more live action from the Premier League coming up here on EA TV. It's Newcastle United facing Manchester City.
Yeah, I'm predicting a cracker there. Both teams will have a real go at each other, I'm sure.
Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Looks as though they might make real progress on the counter-attack. Not so. Read it well. Well, danger here as he runs at them. And a headed goal it is! Right on cue.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really dangerous ball into the penalty area. And then it's a good-headed finish, to be fair. Keeper, no chance. Lovely goal.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is.
Number 12, Luka.
Given away by City. Jordi Alba. Sterling. On to Jordi Alba. Is this the moment? And the goal here, courtesy of De Bruyne.
Well, here's the replay. It's a very neat piece of deception to get past the defender. But as good as the move is, the goalkeeper has had an absolute shocker. Beaten at his near post. Terrible. Well, no wonder he's delighted. They've been bossing this game up to now.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed.
De Bruyne.
Callum Wilson. Well, no way through. Fernandinho. Immobile now. Well, there to intercept. Fraser. Smuggled away. Fernandinho. Now Jordi Alba. Fernandinho with it. Jordi Alba. It is advantage Manchester City here. City pushing forward with options available. Well, that's not watertight defending. Bernardo Silva. Can they convert? Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. And he composes himself, coolly slides it past a lonely keeper, who will be asking questions about where his back four went to. Oh, to be a fly on the wall in that dressing room if it stays like this, Derek. He's not happy. Just look at him.
Well, they've decided to make a change. Well, as they restart the game, it's fair to say the gulf in quality between the two sides has been huge.
Number 4, Jordi Alba.
Might really be able to trouble them here. Throw-ins given. And space to cross it. Really getting stuck in. And 5 minutes to go. It's a promising City move. De Bruyne. And now Sterling. Committed challenge. Not giving their opponents a moment's peace. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Joao Cancelo. Jordi Alba. A chance to whip it in. Lovely work to get past his man. The final whistle then, and Manchester City progress.
At a canter, Derek, too. At a canter. So easy for them. Dominated from start to finish, and they'll be full of confidence going into the next game, that's for sure.
Kevin De Bruyne, incisive and influential. Lee, how would you sum up what you saw from the Belgian?
Well, he played well, scored a goal. What a good performance from him.
And the contest begins. De Bruyne. Immobile. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating. Here's De Bruyne. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front. Can he open the door to a potential goal? And he's kept it out, fully stretched, somehow reaching it. De Bruyne. Surely. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition. Well, danger here as he runs at them. On to Jordi Alba. Is this the moment? And the goal here, courtesy of De Bruyne. Bernardo Silva. Can they convert? Another goal!
Time for just a few questions.